The imagery had to be some of the darkest, most disturbing I have seen in a while. Lady Gaga is being called out for literally conducting an entire ritual that her fans were unknowingly participating.
Lady, what are you doing? What is good? Diamond Dynasty, baby. Y'all already know what's going on in this video today. Today, man, as you guys can tell by the title of this video, what we're gonna be reacting to. All right, we're gonna talk about Coachella. We're gonna talk about Coachella. All right, what about Coachella? The 2025 Coachella ritual. Okay, I have never actually been to Coachella. Comment down below, let me know if you've ever been to Coachella. I've never been, and I honestly never wanted to go. I don't know why. I'm also a person that doesn't like to be around a whole shit ton of people, but for some reason I just never had the urge to go to Coachella. But let me know in the comment section down below if you have ever went, if you've ever attended. But we're gonna go ahead and see what is so ritualistic, allegedly, about Coachella 2025. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the video. Make sure you tell a friend today, Aunt your mama today, Uncle Joey still a home. Let's get right into the video. If you have any reactions that you want me to react to, or videos you want me to react to, hit me up at TheDiamondLife888 and I might just react to it. Let's get into it.
I'm sure you have all noticed the rise in dark imagery found in the biggest performances of the year. These artists have just gotten darker and darker as time has gone by, to the point where these performances look
Eyes Wide Shut. I don't know if y'all ever seen that, but go watch that movie.
like scenes from horror movies. This has convinced many people, including myself, that these artists aren't just putting on a performance, but conducting a real occult ritual. Rituals that are being powered using the crowd that shows up at these events. That's exactly what we saw from the Coachella festival this year. The imagery had to be some of the darkest, most disturbing I have seen in a while. Lady Gaga is being called out for literally conducting an entire ritual that her fans were unknowingly participating.
Lady, what are you doing? You're swinging around a fucking skeleton. What are you doing? And it just goes to show, like, when you watch these music videos too and you wonder, why are they doing this? What is this? What are all these spirits and ghouls and goblins in a video or a song that's talking about love, right? Why do we have ghouls and goblins when this is a love song? What are we doing? So as you guys can tell, they are sorcering up, allegedly, some shit for us to bob our heads to, and we don't even know that we're a part of the energy sacrifice that whatever the hell they got going on. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all remember Travis? What's his fucking name, y'all? Travis, is his name Travis Scott? His name Travis Scott. Hold on, let me look that shit up. Travis Scott? Travis Scott, yeah. I don't know why that was so hard for me to think of. Travis Scott. I know y'all remember when he had I was gonna call it a seance, but he had pretty much like a seance shit going on, and he had people dropping out, people dying, people passing out, you know what I'm saying? It's just really, really weird how they be having these concerts and having these music videos set up. But Lady Gaga, you look stupid as fuck. All right? You look dumb. You look dumb right here. That's all I got to say on that. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Like I said, you're talking about love, but you're over here swinging skeletons and shit. Like, come on, bro. What is this?
Leaving many people wondering, why are these performances becoming so demonic? Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, we will be exposing some of the dark performances at this year's Coachella Festival. Let's get right into it. Coachella is one of the biggest music festivals in the world. With several big name stars headlining the festivals, there are very few events that see crowds like this. attracting 125,000 people per day, makes Coachella one of the most influential stages in music ever, making it perfect for the elite who control these artists to use the stage to push satanic propaganda. That's what Coachella has become, a giant demonic harvesting ritual where artists openly show their alliance to the devil, all while the fans praise it all and scream for more. That's exactly what we can find in this year's Coachella Festival. Many of the biggest artists were openly showing this dark demonic imagery to hundreds of thousands of fans. Most people don't understand why these performances have gradually gotten so dark and demonic. It's because this is all a part of the ruling elite's agenda. Music and Hollywood are used to shape the minds of the masses, mold people's...
She looks stupid and dirty. Look at this. Stupid and dirty.
Elite's agenda. Music and Hollywood are used to shape the minds of the masses, mold people's personalities, and guide their lives. Those who run our world have plans for a new world that requires people to fully adopt their moralist society. These people that run this country pay millions to build up influential stars that's only purpose is to brainwash the masses. The reason these stars push all this dark demonic imagery is to normalize occult new age beliefs and to use these thousands of fans for their satanic rituals. As the more people they can convince to participate in these rituals, the more effective they become. There's a reason why the stages are lit red and there's flames everywhere. That's not for the aesthetic. They're using these stages for disturbing rituals. In today's episode, we will be exposing some of these performances, starting with Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion has become a successful female rapper, but accompanied by that success came the dark demonic imagery. If you have seen any of Megan's recent music videos, you should have noticed all this dark demonic imagery she has been using. In her videos, she has been showing a lot of snake serpent imagery.
That ass though.
She shows herself holding a serpent, or even showing herself as a literal serpent. If you know anything about scripture or the occult, you should know that the serpent is used to represent Lucifer. Megan has been fully embracing this serpent Lucifer imagery. She has also been showing plenty of satanic devil imagery as well, pushing the same demonic propaganda the biggest stars in the world are all guilty of pushing. So it's not surprising that she was booked to perform at one of the largest music festivals in the world. Just like her music videos were full of demonic imagery, so was her Coachella performance. It seems like the theme for Megan's Coachella set was hell, because that's exactly what her set looked like. This was one of the scenes from Megan's Coachella set. Not only was Megan barely wearing any clothes, but the satanic imagery was on full blast. The stage was lit up blood red with fire all around her and her dancers, clearly appearing like Megan is performing directly from hell itself. On top of this, there is a literal demon face with its mouth open on the stage. Now ask yourself, what does any of this dark demonic imagery has to do with her music? Also ask yourself how the fans can see all this dark demonic imagery and not ask themselves what's going on and what they're even doing there. This is clearly spiritual warfare. Hollywood and the music industry is the devil's greatest weapon. With these industries, they manage to put millions in a trance, singing songs that are praising the devil. These artists got these fans praising Lucifer and hell, partying to wickedness. Then they don't know why they're spiritually lost. They're giving their praise to this and think nothing is wrong with it. These celebrities are putting this imagery all in the faces of the fans. And sadly, they refuse to see what's going on. They can't see what these performances are actually being used for. What is the point of Megan's performance looking like a vision into hell? Is this a representation of her music and what she serves? Yes, 1000%. And all of this imagery proves that. You think Megan hovering over a serpent like she's possessed is normal imagery? Open your eyes and pay attention so you're not fooled. Megan Thee Stallion wasn't the only artist at Coachella pushing this hell-themed imagery. We see the same exact imagery coming from Travis Scott.
What I tell you?
Every time I see Travis Scott performing, especially performing in large festivals, all I can think of...
And that boy's lips is about ashy as fuck. Do y'all see that? Why are your lips so ashy, fam? I don't know if it's a concert or just a regular picture, but who told him that he should go out on stage or get on this front cover without putting some fucking Blistex, Carmex, something on your fucking lips, bro? What is going on?
Every time I see Travis Scott performing, especially performing in large festivals, all I can think about is the people that lost their lives at this Astro World Festival. People who thought they were going to go have a good time, only to be their last moments of their lives. It's quite disturbing realizing how many people passed away at the Astroworld Festival that just...
And I'm not gonna lie, Travis Scott has some good music. I'm not gonna lie. Some of his shit is like, what the fuck, wacky. But some of his shit is really good, bro. Like, I be like, Like that theme song, oh my God.
Love that song, you know what I'm saying? That's how they get us. That's exactly how they get us. With a catchy little beat, catchy little word, hey, you go jigging in the hell, you know what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day, man, I do believe that you have more control over what you think in your reality than these people ever will. You know, but that's a belief that you really have to have in yourself. But even so, I still don't listen to a lot of mainstream music or music in general because I don't want to be programmed. I don't know what the fuck type of frequencies they putting in my goddamn mental and subconscious mind. I really do protect that as much as I can, as much as possible. And I have full faith that the stuff that I put in my mind and the power and strength of my mind is going to defeat anything that tries to permeate my being, you know. But at the end of the day, everybody isn't built like that, and they are attracting a lot of lost souls out here, you know what I'm saying? So
just so happen to be satanic themed. Travis, just like Megan, is an artist who fully embraces this demonic persona. Travis not only has tons of music videos full of mockery of God, but also he shows himself leading people to an eternal burning end. The same exact imagery he was depicting at his Astroworld Festival. Some of you should remember that he had a shirt depicting people passing through a portal to hell. Same thing as the entrance to the Astroworld, which was a giant Travis Scott mouth. All of it was disturbing and demonic, and my prayers still go out to the families who lost loved ones. You would think that after those people lost their lives at Travis's Astroworld, he would have stopped using this kind of demonic imagery and changed his entire performance, at least out of respect for those who lost their lives at his show. But that's not at all what happened. He is still using the same demonic imagery, and it's truly disturbing. One clip that I saw that especially caught my attention because it looked so evil, especially after what happened at Astroworld, was this one. In this clip, Travis Scott is performing while his backup dancers can be seen hanging upside down. They make them appear like they're floating upside down in hell. This truly bothered me, as it looked like Travis had these souls trapped in hell. It's almost like Travis is mocking those who passed away at his festival. Truly dark and disturbing. This honestly shouldn't be supported by so many fans. His fans are all hypnotized, and these performances put them in a trance to the point they can't control themselves, and the hypnotic music and frequencies take over. Believe it or not, it's all ritualistic. I'm honestly disgusted that Travis Scott was allowed to perform again, especially at Coachella. He was not only let off the hook by the law and the music industry, but sadly by the fans as well.
You got a promotion. That's what happened. Hey, allow us to use, this sacrifice. We're going to sacrifice some people. Allow us to use your concert for the sacrifice. And all he did was just elevate. You know what I'm saying? All he did was just get promoted. Wasn't he on like WrestleMania or something like that? Or some type of wrestle shit? I don't know. But all I know is Travis Scott has only been doing better since that.
Everyone pretends to forget about what this man did, except for Egypt. Those in Egypt straight up banned him from performing at the pyramids. They called him out for being a Freemason and stated that they didn't want to allow him to perform at the pyramids to conduct the Masonic ritual. It's not a secret that Travis Scott is a Mason. Just like Astroworld was a ritual, so was this Coachella festival. While Travis had some dark imagery during his set, Lady Gaga took the demonic imagery to a whole new level. When it comes to Lady Gaga, all this demonic imagery goes back to the
She reminds me of like a woman version of Marilyn Manson.
beginning of her career, which I have covered extensively throughout the years. Recently though, she has been...
And why that old girl right here look like Rihanna?
Career, which I have covered extensively throughout the years. Recently though, she has been turning this demonic imagery up a whole lot, dropping several demonic themed music videos like her video Disease, in which Lady Gaga shows herself becoming demonically possessed, or her Abracadabra video where Lady Gaga cast a full-on spell on her fans. I knew all of this was leading to something big. She was setting all of this up for this massive harvesting ritual at her Coachella set. Again, during Lady Gaga's set, we see this red dim glow on the stage with the same hellish imagery. Right now, I could only find fan-recorded clips of Lady Gaga's performances, and what I found is truly disturbing. In the intro to her set, Lady Gaga starts the performance with a reference to Bloody Mary before she performs a seance to the crowd. They then show her dancers looking disturbing and demonic. Her backup dancers look like literal demons, and they appear to be summoning something, and that something is Lady Gaga, who shows up looking like a demon. Lady Gaga is then shown pale as can be, dressed in red, standing inside of a giant dress. The dress then lifts up to reveal souls trapped inside of her. This was truly one of the most demonic performances I have ever seen. This is worse than what Sam Smith did at the Grammys, and that was already horrible. Clearly, Lady Gaga is showing what is influencing all of this demonic imagery. She is consumed by demons, and in this performance it shows. In another clip I found of Gaga's Coachella performance, we can see her wearing a white dress while she is buried in dirt next to a skeleton. Again, disturbing imagery glorifying death, which also connects back to the Freemasons. The Freemasons often use skulls in their rituals for their association to death. They also are known to keep a skull in their chamber for reflection rituals. We can see Lady Gaga depicting herself facing her death and conquering it. This is all done to affirm that her mortality is in her own hands. All of this is occult teaching nonsense. Things that these occultists do on their pointless journey of attempting to be God. In this performance, we see more of this skull imagery, with skulls plastered everywhere. In this clip, she continues the skull imagery. This time, Gaga is surrounded by backup dancers wearing skull masks. She is then shown fighting the demon from her music video Diseased, with the demon eventually overcoming her and combining with her. All of this is purely dark and demonic, yet the fans ate it all up. The fans can't see all of this for what it really is, even when it's as obvious as it is here. The mainstream machine is pushing all of this satanic propaganda for a very real reason, a spiritual and a physical reason. They need the world to become desensitized to this, which looking at these performances, we can see that they have. Her most disturbing performance of the night was when she performed Bad Romance. The performance starts with a group of Gaga singers wearing demonic masks while they act possessed. They began ritually dancing over Lady Gaga, who then rises off the stretcher looking like an actual demon. She has elongated fingers with horns coming off the top of her outfit. Lady Gaga took the opportunity to do a full-on ritual in front of the crowd of hundreds of thousands of people. She was feeding off the crowd's energy, using it for this massive occult ritual. The fans just cheered it all on, loving every moment of it. They don't ask themselves why these artists are using this dark imagery. Why is demonic the theme for her set? The last performer we needed to talk about was Lisa from Blackpink. Just like hip-hop and pop, K-pop is full of satanic imagery. The K-pop group Blackpink is one of these groups that heavily uses satanic imagery. Just like the other performances of the night, Lisa uses all the same dark imagery for her set. Before they introduced Lisa in the performance,
and they all have alter egos. If y'all haven't realized, they all have alter egos
that heavily uses satanic imagery. Just like the other performances of the night, Lisa uses all the same dark imagery for her set. Before they introduce Lisa in the performance, they show her looking like a demon on the screen. We see the same demonic themes coming from all of these artists we spoke about today. They all have their fans praising the devil without their consent or knowledge. It's more than just music, it's control. We the people shouldn't support any of these artists who are using performances for occult rituals. Our souls are more important than a fun night out. The people who are showing up to these shows are exactly where they want them to be, spiritually lost and being guided by demons. Well, I'm gonna end this one here. I want to thank you all for watching.
Hey, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. At the end of the day, man, you gotta look. All these videos used to be scary and stuff like that for me, right? But they're no longer scary when you know who you are and you know that your mind is the most powerful thing that you have access to. And as long as you control what enters your mind, as long as you know that your mind is strong, none of this shit can affect you. I cannot be affected by this shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I just can't. So I say all that to say, I don't want this type of video or any of these conspiracy videos to make you scared, because I feel like a lot of these conspiracy videos are vibrating at a level of fear. And even though you feel like you're doing a good thing by spreading awareness, that's cool. But I think it's very important for us, even though we are shedding light on things that allegedly are very real in the industry and demonic forces and all of that. I think it's even more important to guide people to love, the frequency of love, and know that none of this shit can hurt you and none of this shit can touch you as long as you are acting, behaving, and living from a frequency of love. There's no need to fear. There's no need to be scared. All right? When you watch this type of content, sometimes you will get scared. And if you're watching this type of content and you're having fear, just know that you may not. Don't watch my videos. Don't watch any conspiracy videos, right? Not my video. I don't always react to conspiracy videos, but don't watch any conspiracy videos if it lowers your frequency, if it lowers your vibration. Because you knowing more information about what you already kind of know about is not going to help you. I mean, what the fuck are you going to do about it, right? The best thing that you can do about it is raise your frequency, right? Meditate, go outside into nature, go take a walk, go catch up with a friend, go catch up with a family member, go catch up with your loved ones, right? Smile at somebody or offer somebody a piece of advice that could uplift them. Somebody's having a bad day, try to cheer them up. You know what I'm saying? Do things that feed your soul. Raise the frequency of love. That's what it's all about. These fucking celebrities and shit like that, these videos kind of give them too much power, in my opinion. After years of doing this type of content and reacting and talking about conspiracies and all of that, I realized that I gave it too much power. And once you take the power out of it and actually laugh at, they look goofy as fuck. We just saw this video and they look goofy as fuck. Can we all agree? You look stupid as hell. You know what I'm saying? Dancing with a fucking skeleton. Laying in the goddamn dirt with a skeleton. You know, like, let's stop fearing. And let's laugh at the hypocrisy. Let's laugh at how dumb they think we are. No, we're going to be smart enough to raise our frequency. We're going to be smart enough to vibrate in a frequency of love. Right? That's the mission. And that's what I want you guys to take away from these type of videos. Not fear, but love. And be happy that we're not crazy and psycho like these motherfuckers are psychotic and they look goofy as fuck doing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much money they got while they doing this stupid shit. You look dumb, okay? And I'm glad I'm not in your position. You feel me? But anyway, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Make sure that y'all vibrate at a space or from a space of love at all times. Not at all times, of course. We're not perfect, right? But always remember where you came from. And in my opinion, that is the frequency of love. God consciousness, God energy. God is love. Love is God. You should never fear God, right? You should never fear God. Love God. Have faith and trust in God. God loves you, right? Stay on the frequency of love. Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you tell a friend, tell they ain't your mama, tell their Uncle Joey still a hoe. See you guys in the next motherfucking video. And I love y'all, man. Peace. We out, baby.